This is a psychic analysis of Michael Jackson. First,
Might not be recording.
It is.
Okay.
This is a psychic analysis of Michael Jackson, as it was told to me by Rachel in the kitchen, and Rachel will add anything necessary. So Rachel said to me, I'm a psychic and I have photographic memory. All I have to do is blink and I can take everything about a person in instantaneously. So I was never really a fan of Michael Jackson, but he was certainly interesting to me, a very interesting person to study and watch, which I did throughout his life. And he had a sort of he had quite a bad life. But the thing about Michael Jackson is,
the only love he had in his life was his mother. Right?
Yeah, you didn't say that at the time. Let's try to stick to what you said then.
Well, you didn't know I said that.
But you said the thing about him was he was very fake.
It's 100% fake, what you see, and what's behind closed doors is just like you and I and any other person.
Oh, yeah, that's right. He's speaking like we're speaking now.
Yeah.
But the thing is that...
Not exactly like
that,
us.
gentle, vulnerable sort of... What was the description you used?
That was very good, James.
What was that?
Well, his little squeaky... His little boy voice.
That little squeaky voice was just for public consumption.
It weren't squeaky.
And if you watch videos...
It weren't squeaky, darling.
And in videos of him, even though he knew that they were for public consumption, if he was only sitting with 3 or 4 people in the video, he found it hard to keep up the charade, because he was in an intimate space.
Yes, it's when he was in big crowds, or even doing interviews. Sometimes he can do it. No, he can do it with interviews, but it's very hard to keep it going. If you're sitting there doing an interview, it's very different to being around your house.
Because it's intimate, it's one-on-one.
Yeah, but when you're going around your house, well, that's one-on-one. But either way, I saw.
So it's almost like when it's in public, it's almost like a public act of self-deception.
Let me tell you how he got
a willing act of self-deception on the public's part.
Yeah, but how he got to that was because he grew up, right, he didn't have a good childhood, I'm sure of that, right, and the only love he did have was his mother. His dad is iffy, and he had older brothers, obviously, and sisters, or younger sisters, I can't remember now, but anyway, either way, his dad was tough on him. He lost out
you
on
said that his dad was really... Oh, yeah, that's it.
He used to play the guitar.
No, this all started when I said Michael Jackson. You were talking about the fact that, it all started off with you talking about whether I'm the magician or not, and you said, well, actually, if there was a card below the magician, that's what you would be, because the magician has all the tools on the table, and you play the piano, but you can't play it. You do this, but you can't do that. What was it? Was there other examples you used?
In bed. You're very creative.
Oh, yes, you're very creative in bed, but you don't have the tools. And I said, well, hold on a second, look at Michael Jackson. He couldn't play an instrument, but look how creative he was. I am...
No, you said, are you telling me I've got a small dick?
No, later.
But you missed out the whole thing.
Later, and I said, I
am a little bit small.
Shit, I wish I was recording you in the kitchen. You summed it up so well.
Oh, Michael Jackson, right, okay.
Right, so, and you said, but Michael Jackson, he actually played the guitar. He was a very good guitarist. He originally, they wanted him to be the lead guitarist, but he became a dancer. But he gave up... Singer. He gave up the guitar for a long time. And then that segued into how creative he was, and then go.
He was brilliant, right? If you think about it, he watched his dad put money over fist, hand over fist, loads of money by being ruthless, right? And he grew up with that, and he learnt. And when he got to a certain age, he thought, yeah, I'm going to make that money you make. Because one thing his dad, he missed something in him. you know, as a boy growing up. And
Yeah,
I think
because
there
you
was
said
a
that
lot
he
of
was.
anger.
You said in the kitchen, you said that as he was growing up,
No
he
one,
realised what was being done to him. He was an intelligent, sensitive
it
young
was just like you and I,
young man.
or having a bad
He
time.
realised what was being done to him.
Yeah, but he'd learnt from his father how to be ruthless, and
He could see how to make money. That's a really interesting observation, because that meant
he would have done that baby voice with someone, right, at some point without thinking about it, just put it on, or it would have just popped out and to get a reaction. And the reaction he got was set this path in motion. I can do that. I can make you feel bad for me, even though I'm conning you 100%. I can have everybody loving me. I can have all the money in the world, and I can have whatever I want, including children in my bed, if that's the case. You know? So he was a manipulator. But I do believe that he loved Lisa Marie Presley. I believe he loved her. But he just couldn't. He wanted babies.
he said he wanted them immediately.
He wanted kids, yeah. He wanted her babies, I reckon, and she said no. But, I mean, obviously, we don't know that.
Why would she have said no?
She had kids already. She had kids. She was at a time in her life where she wanted to have a
You
bit
told
of...
me that she was a Scientologist and
But
she had
they are
certain beliefs.
Scientologists.
Did she have any racial beliefs?
I don't know if they still are. No, there was no racial beliefs at all. No way. No. That was a joke, James. No, she weren't. She really weren't. Yeah, so, yeah, that's Michael Jackson's very devious guy. But it chewed him up in the end. His game playing. And you know when he goes
Yeah, because you said the phone calls, they were paranoia.
Nobody talks like he does. Can you imagine him in the bed going, Yeah, but he can you imagine it? No, he's normal. He is normal. Oh, what just happened, Michael? What was that? Did a bee just fly in and stick me? Get out my bed and empty the rubbish. No, James, don't do that again. The battery's dead. The fucking battery's dead. How long has that been dead for? Oh, you got a bit left? I bet the recording stopped. You're flattening me. Oh dear. Yeah, so anyway, that's my analyst. But you don't need to be a psychic to do
Analysis.
that. Analyst. That's my it.
You don't have to be a what?
An analyst.
You did it so much better in the kitchen.
You don't have to be psychic.
That's the
to do
best.
that.
That's the best our podcast audience is going to get.
Well, it's a good analogy of him. It's a good analogy of him. It's an analogy, isn't he? If you think about it. It's like an analogy. He got under everybody's nose. And then he couldn't handle it. Then he was like, whoa.
I think that
He was too intelligent. Right, the way he acts, like, I'm just
I think that's the thing that's underestimated
I'm
about
just a
him.
little
Is
boy.
he's seen as people in the 1980s saw him as a musical phenomenon, but maybe in the future they'll see him as a psychological phenomenon.
The thing is, who else do you know that talks like that?
Huh?
Who else talks like that, James, that's been damaged mentally? What are you trying to do? Your face. I wish your face was a picture. You got press the other one.
This one.
What, have you stopped it?
This one, yeah. No.
Okay. Recording the green pan, the green frying pan.